Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Be alert, be alert!
Mike 54!
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Foles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Yellow.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They run. Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken it around the 40. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Another try after the first down sack. Foles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Good route here.
44's Mike. 44's Mike.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down.
John.
Slam. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cousins on target to Diggs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Tight dog.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, receiver. Hey, high 7.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
3rd and
1. Where are they?
Double.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
50.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
I smell fear in that offense.
First down, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Receiver.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
5.
Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, Cousins. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
What we got? Switch. Under. Recon, 132 fighter.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Trying to get it there into D.D. Westbrook. And that'll make it 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the pistol. It's Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Kill. Check 50.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
This is Fournette. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying the power game with Ham. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Lucky. Check 24, check 24. Back.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And an alley to run. The 30. 10 for touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try by Bailey. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Watch the X3. 218, chop. Here we go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Foles. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cook. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Watch twist.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.